All right, Pisces, so let's try this again. Thank y'all so much for being here. We are going to do another reading for you guys. Sit back, relax, and get comfortable. I hope that you all are doing well. If you are new, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Y'all be sure to like the video. And be sure to leave me comments to let me know if it resonates. You don't have to say nothing. Just put the brains in the chat if it is resonating with you, okay? 1 brain, 2 brains, 3 brains, 12 brains. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. If you would like early access to readings like this, be sure to click the link in the description box to join our circle. The diameter tier is how you will get the access to exclusive content and early access to readings, okay? The circumference tier is for live readings, so you will have access to comment on live readings. The weekly tea is the only reading we do where everybody can comment live. Also, you guys, if you would like to help out the channel even further, be sure to click the search box of YouTube and type in Pisces Network. And once you do and the channel loads, click on a video, watch it all the way through, like it, and leave it a comment. Leave a comment if I could speak, child. That is a great way to help out with the algorithm, and I would greatly appreciate it. I really appreciate everyone who supports the channel, all my members, all my moderators, all my subscribers, you guys. And everyone who engages with the content, everyone who contributes any donations, I greatly appreciate you guys. And let's go ahead and get into it. We also have a sale going on right now, I believe, for members and for subscribers. Well, anybody who reads the community board. But there's a sale on merch right now. I also have a few more options on my website when it comes to personal readings. So you can be sure to go check those out. They're a little bit more affordable than they were in the past, but they're not going to be as in-depth, okay? Also, if you want to subscribe to any of my other channels, feel free. And if you want to contribute a donation, the link is below as well. For Pisces, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Father, Mother, God, for Pisces. What are the messages for Pisces at this time? What is it that Pisces needs to know at this time, Spirit? Oh, wow. Okay. Something was like, everything was falling all together. Everything's falling into place, Pisces. That's all you need to worry about. But there is something toxic. A situation could be toxic. Also be careful of what you eat and drink at this time. So make sure you're being very mindful of what you ingest. There's a toxic situation that you could be ingesting, or a toxic food that you could be ingesting right now. This could be social media. I don't know why I just heard of Krishan Rock and Blueface. Please stop watching that foolishness. It might be entertaining, but it brings that energy into your life. Okay, gossip, whatever it is that you guys watch, or, you know, maybe even people debating and arguing, or people being negative. Feels like social media, like a bunch of different things, like a plethora of negativity. We have a clown. This person is very silly by nature. This person also might be wearing a disguise. This is someone who changes their personality around different people, okay? Yeah, somebody who's putting on a show. There's something toxic here, or there's someone who is toxic here who wears a mask. They put on a show for people. And you never really know what side of them that you're going to get, or who they're going to be today. Jeez. Spirit. I feel like this is something that you're watching. And they're telling you that you have to stop watching what this person is doing, or you have to stop engaging with whatever this is. Can I get one more card, please, for Pisces and what they need to know right now? We have death, an ending, a situation that is coming to an end. This could actually be a funeral. You are going through a transformation, death to the old you. Wow. So some of you guys, this is a mask that you've been wearing and you're deciding to take off the mask. Some of you guys, this is dealing with fake people and you're deciding to stop doing so. Some of you guys, this is you being honest about your eating habits and what you ingest into your life, because you know that if you don't change your ways, it could cause some type of loss in your life, whatever that may be. I feel like you're taking life more seriously now, if this is just talking about you. But I also feel like because you are transforming and changing, your taste for things is different. Like, you have different tastes now. And you can't deal with fake people. You can't deal with a bunch of drama. You can't be around that, because your spirit is elevating. You're at a higher vibration. So it's like you really don't have the energetic capability to deal with certain things that you may have dealt with in the past, or to ingest certain things that you've ingested in the past. Some of your favorite foods may become disgusting to you, like nasty. You can't stomach it, or it really upsets your stomach when you eat it, but it was your favorite food. But now, since your body is changing and your spirit is evolving, you can no longer eat this stuff anymore. Some of you guys may have certain habits, drinking, smoking. I don't know what other habit you could have, but you may have other habits where you can't do that anymore. Like, you just can't do it anymore. Your body reacts so volatilely, if that's the word, to eating these things or participating in these things. It could be gossip. It could be anything, but you just can't do it anymore because you have ascended to a higher level, and spirit is pushing you towards everyday occurrences that act accordingly to whatever it is that you're elevating to. Yep, knowledge. I feel like because you're gaining more knowledge, you can no longer accept or deal with or entertain certain situations, people, things, foods, whatever. You may be getting light of some situation that you've been going through. Things are going to start making sense. And then we have presents or gifts. You may be receiving a lot of gifts at this time, or you are giving gifts. These gifts can be in physical form, or these could be spiritual gifts. Okay, Pisces. So if you're ascending and you know you're ascending, I need you to put a brain in the chat. I need you to put not only a brain in the chat, but I need you to put a brain and a dove in the chat. Okay. Yep. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. Transitioning and moving forward. Yep. Six of Swords. Okay. You're taking what you've learned and you're moving forward. And I feel like you're giving gifts. Like, your presence is a gift. Presence, that's two different words, but I feel like your presence is a gift. You're spreading knowledge. I feel like you're sharing knowledge to people about maybe these types of topics as well. You could be giving advice to people about toxic behavior, toxic relationships, toxic people, toxic foods. Maybe some of you guys are nutritionists. Some of you could be psychologists. Some of you could be motivational speakers. I feel like you're just ministering to people about toxic things in their life. Okay. I also feel like you're sharing your knowledge about how to, like, determine fake people, or how to tell a fake friend. Okay. I feel like this change is not just with you, but I feel like this change is occurring in other people that are touched by what you do or touched by what you say. And they're sharing this knowledge with people around them, just like you shared it with them from you. I really feel like, Pisces, you're changing someone's perspective. You're literally changing someone's reality. I feel like that's what's allowing spirit to give you these gifts, because you're giving the gifts to others. Like, you're not going to receive gifts from spirit, like spiritual gifts. Yep, the Nine of Pentacles just wanted to flip out. You're not going to receive spiritual gifts or continue to obtain spiritual power if you're only keeping that spiritual power to yourself. You're not going to be able to have more access to information in the ethereal realm and have the ability to perform metaphysical miracles if you're not sharing that miracle with other people around you. Okay? If you're not allowing others to have that information as well. People who covet information are just as bad as like criminals. You know what I mean? What's the message for Pisces? What's going on? Okay. Yep. So you're making a decision to put an end to something. This could also be about the world, something online. In the Two of Wands, she's holding the World card. Kind of looks like a moon in this deck. I feel like you're making good emotional decisions when it comes to ending things in your life. You're deciding to put an end to things that hinder you or that create blockages in your life. Anything that's toxic, you're not ingesting it. I feel like you could even be telling people to make good decisions. Like you could be telling people online the benefits of making good choices or the benefits of making good decisions. But I feel like you're deciding to personally end something in your life because you see the truth or you've gained some type of information. You have clarity about whatever this is. The Seven of Swords and the Sun card. Yep. And you have it may be something that you have to make a plan to do. It may not be something that you can just completely cut off like cold turkey. It could be something that has to be gradually removed from your life. You've made this decision recently. What's the Two of Wands in the World card? I feel like some of you are also deciding to enlighten people. You have a strategy of how to enlighten people around you or to spread enlightenment, to spread this knowledge. We have the Four of Wands. Okay. You want to be successful. You want to have balance. But, you know, sometimes there comes a time in our life where we realize that in order to get what we want, we have to make certain sacrifices, or in order to get where we want to be, we have to change where we are right now, or we have to change what we're doing right now. I feel like a lot of you guys are realizing that you have to take some time to yourself. I feel like some of you guys as well are deciding to stay in, or it's like you're staying in the house. Something about your house. Maybe there's an energy in your home that's very successful, or there's a spirit that's very comfortable in your home that's bringing you success. I don't know about that. But it's just something that you want to accomplish. I feel like you have a lot inside of you that you have not let out. You've got a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge that you haven't yet shared with the world. And I feel that you finally made a decision that it's time for you to share this knowledge with the world. It's time for you to tell your story. I feel like put it on all the platforms with the World card. If you're trying to do something online, because I feel like you're making a decision to do something online, you want to have some type of online presence or online success. First of all, I feel like you need to be very strategic about what it is that you watch, because the algorithm will send you more of what you watch. And if you watch anything negative, then it's going to just be negativity all up and down your feed. It's really toxic, honestly. But that's why I feel like that's here. So you may feel like you want to do something online, or that you want to be successful online, but you hate the toxicity of the internet. So you have to be very balanced when you go into it. You can't be delusional. Like people who have, I don't know, people who have body dysmorphia, or people who struggle with maybe eating disorders excessively or unexcessively. I don't know the opposite, but people who struggle from any type of mental imbalance are going to have struggles when they go on social media and when they go online. So I think that you're aware of this and you're trying to balance yourself out before you venture into this space. Okay? I feel also that you guys are going to have some success online. I feel like you have a lot of success, a lot of recognition online. as long as you make sure that you stay balanced, maybe with your point of view, or as long as you like don't let the attention get to you, or don't let the negative comments get to you, things like that. I also feel like if you're trying to have an online business, you need to expand like to every platform. You may not want to, but you may have to get on Twitter. You may have to get on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Yep, Five of Wands in reverse. That I was feeling that. They're saying, like, if you have this online platform, or if you're doing something online, you have to be prepared that there are going to be haters everywhere. People are going to be saying the nastiest stuff to you because they are projecting. The internet is a place for people to project their negativity. That's what it is. The internet is a place where people can project. So if the person's spirit is negative, they're going to project negativity. If someone is troubled, they're going to project troubled energy. If someone is positive or they're healed, they're going to project healing energy. I feel like you guys have healed from a lot. I feel like you guys have begun to do the work already prior to making this decision to express like what you've been through online and talk about what you've been through. I feel like that's what you guys are doing. But I feel like you've done a lot of shadow work before you even made this decision. And you've been successful with ending a lot of cycles in your life when it comes to relationships. Some of you are about to talk about relationships online. Like maybe the signs of a negative relationship, or signs that you need to leave a relationship, or whatever. But yeah, see what I'm saying? The Moon and the Hermit. I feel like you've done the shadow work. But you haven't expressed how you were able to succeed. And I think that you may feel a pulling, like you're in, when you know that there's something you need to do, you feel pulled towards it. It's like a string in your heart pulling you. So something is associated with your heart chakra as well, but you feel pulled to have to say something or to communicate about what you've learned, because you haven't let that out yet. You haven't fully expressed what you've learned yet. And I think that's what Spirit is calling you to do. And they're telling you that when you do this, you're going to have to ignore the drama. There's going to be a lot of people watching you secretly. There's possibly going to be people who have even had some type of conflict with you in the past. Like, everybody's on the internet. And if you've ever had somebody's number in your phone, or you still have their number in your phone, people could pop up from your past, people you done forgot about, people you don't even remember dealing with. They pop up. It's crazy. So I think that Spirit is trying to protect you, but also prepare you for this. What else are the messages for Pisces? We have the Eight of Cups. So definitely walking away from a situation. Some of you guys, if you're not into the online thing, some of you guys have a relationship that you're deciding to put an end to because you just don't want to fight anymore. You don't want there to be any more conflict. You don't want any more drama. Some of you guys are deciding to end a lease agreement or to sell a house because you just don't want to fight with it anymore. You just don't want to deal with it anymore. I feel like you guys are coming out of training. You've learned a lot of lessons and you're coming out of training and you're moving to the floor. Corporate terms, whatever. But you're moving into the action now because you're done training or you're done learning. You're not done learning as a whole. You're always going to be learning. But whatever this is that you had to learn to get to this point, you're done learning. You've learned it. You've gained the knowledge, and now it's time for you to spread these gifts to other people. So you're taking action. I feel like you're taking action like all throughout the day. This may be TikTok or Instagram Reels or, some type of like short form content. You're taking action to climb this ladder. You're taking action to take the steps. Okay. What's the Eight of Cups? The Temperance. What else is the Eight of Cups? Your higher self is doing something, okay? We have the Sun in reverse. Wow, and the Justice kind of in reverse. Yeah, listen, this is a situation where you have to go into the unknown. As we saw the Hermit in the Moon card, this is a situation where you have to go into the unknown. And some of you may be a little nervous about this. You could be feeling apprehensive about this. But the Death card and the King of Swords, you know there needs to be a change. You know there has to be some type of transition or change that takes place here. Things cannot stay the same. I feel like it's unfair for you to take what you've learned and keep it inside. I feel like that's what Spirit is saying with the Justice in reverse and the Sun card. There are things that you don't know. There are things that you're going to encounter that you are unfamiliar with. Some of you may feel like it's unfair that you don't know how to move forward or that you don't know which direction to go in, but it's not. It's the way that you learn. It's like, it's how you gain the experience. That's what this is, okay? You're definitely following a path. You're following a path. What is this Justice in reverse? But I think you may, I don't know if you're going about doing something in a way where it's not the best, like, course of action, but it kind of feels like you may have to do something different or try to do something differently. Like, some of you guys may be tired of, like, doing the online thing. Maybe you're not getting a lot of traction. I feel like there's something that you may have to adjust or do differently. What's the Justice in reverse? Why is Justice in reverse? The Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you, Pisces, come on now. I feel like you're feeling that it's unfair that you don't know what's going to come next or that you can't see the future in this. Like, you're being a little spoiled, and I get it. I'm not judging you, but I'm just telling you what this is. I feel like it's like you don't know what's the right choice. Some of you aren't being spoiled. Some of you are just confused because you don't know what the right choice is to make. And there could be a lot of different choices coming at you right now. Some of you may not want to change what it is that you're doing. Some of you may be being stubborn because you're not sure if a new course of action is going to actually work out. But you can't keep doing what you're doing now. So it's like you're being a little stubborn. Either you're being spoiled because you want to know what's going to happen if you go down this road and you can't see the future and Spirit is not letting you see it. They're telling you have to experience it in your feelings about it. Or you don't want to change the way that you're doing something because you feel like you like the way that it's been. Somebody's stuck in their ways. Okay. Somebody's really stuck in their ways. And kind of like, I've been doing this for years and it's been working fine. Well, now something is changing and you have to change and adapt. Or this is why you're leaving this person behind, or you're ending this relationship because somebody does not want to change. They refuse to change and you're tired of fighting with them. Someone sees change or evolution, transformation as very confusing and stressful. This could be you or someone else. But I feel like this person is struggling through this transition because it's hard to change. It's hard to do things differently. It's hard to adapt. It's hard to evolve. And someone does not want to evolve because they don't know what's going to come next. Or they're struggling to evolve because they're confused about how to do so. Or they're confused about what's going to be on the other side when they do make this evolution or when they make this change. Or they could even be a little bit reserved or timid about it because of the work that's going to take to make this change. Like somebody just is stubborn. They don't want to change. And I feel like some of y'all, it might be you. And you could feel like it's unfair that you can't see further into the future to know whether or not this is going to work. I really feel like this is a kind of like a Fool card type of energy. I feel like you may think that something is not going to work out, but I feel like your judgment may be a little off. It's like you can't see it working out well. Like for whatever reason, you can't see it being successful, or you can't see it working out, or you can't see a way to free yourself from a situation, or you don't know how to free yourself from a situation. But I feel like that's your fear stepping in the way of what your intuition is telling you. Okay, what else? Can I get one more card for Pisces? What else are the messages? Yep, I'm telling you, your fear is stepping in the way of you succeeding in whatever this is. What's this Nine of Swords? The Five of Swords. I feel like saying somebody is unhappy that things are changing, or they're unhappy that they cannot see the future of where a situation is going. It's like a kid that I hear asking their mom, but why, but why, but why? You know how kids say, and then you tell them why, and then they say, but why again? And then you're like, child, I need you to just do what I said. That's what Spirit is. Spirit just wants you to do what they said. Like they've been telling you to take control. They've been telling you to be disciplined with yourself and other people. That's 14 swords, the 9 of swords and the 5 of swords. I don't know if you're afraid of what people are going to say. I think some of you guys are afraid of what people are going to say. You're afraid of how people may judge you. You're afraid of how you may come across to people. You're afraid of people hurting you. There's a lot of things that you're just afraid of when it comes to making these transitions that I feel you must work to overcome. You have to be yourself. You have to be authentically you. You have to get out of a situation that's negative. That's what you feel like you have to do. But the way that Spirit is advising you to do it, it's like you don't want to do it the way you're being told to do it. Like you don't want to do it in the way that you're being told is going to be successful for you. Because of fear. Yeah, but we have the Tower here. So there's about to be something that's going to happen. We have the Tower, the Magician, and the Chariot. There's about to be something that's about to push you into action, though. There's about to be something unexpected that happens that's going to push you into action and cause you to move forward. Some of you guys may blow up. Some of you guys may have been suppressing some type of anger, resentment, hostility, frustration, and you could be blowing up on somebody here. Somebody around you, this person could be suppressed. I just feel like somebody is stubborn and they're stuck in their ways and they don't want to change, even though change is here. So change is about to slap somebody in the face, whether it's you or them. What's the 5 of Swords and the 9 of Swords? The Queen of Cups. Interesting. The High Priestess and the 3 of Wands. I feel like you're expecting for something to end badly. Or you know a secret about something that's coming. You can feel something coming and you know that it's going to end badly. It's not going to end well for whoever this person is or for you. It's like you know that if you don't change what you're doing, it's not going to end well for you. You know that if you don't do something differently or pivot, it's not going to end well for you. Or you're looking at someone else in these eyes and you know that if they don't make the proper changes, it's not going to end well for them. You can see the future about what's coming. This is going to require you, god dang. The High Priestess wanted to stay out. And then the Strength card. This is going to require for you to have courage. I feel like it's supposed to go like this, actually. This is going to require for you to have courage. Either courage to start this journey into the unknown, or courage to move on from somebody and not talk to them, not say anything to them, kind of let them be where they are because they refuse to move, okay? We have the Hangman and the Ace of Wands. I feel like you're going to be inspired once you look at this from a different perspective. Once you focus. Because I feel like you're all in the weeds when it comes to like your mind and what you're thinking about. That could be maybe one of the issues here. Is like you have to focus on what your focus is going to be. You may have to focus on one thing. One thing at a time, one thing per week, one thing per day, whatever it is. But with this moon right here, I feel like things are starting to become clearer to you, Pisces, because you may be in a very tight situation. And I feel like you're being inspired through some type of discomfort. You're uncomfortable where you are. You're uncomfortable in your situation. You're uncomfortable with the results of what you've been receiving. And you know, you know that I think you know that there are going to be people who disagree with you. I think you're fully aware that there are going to be people who aren't going to like you. That's life. But I just think you don't want to deal with it. I really feel like y'all don't want to deal with kind of what you're meant to do. You're like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I don't want to deal with it. It's unfair. All these changes I have to make. I am tired of making changes. But I'm not saying you have to sacrifice yourself, but I feel like this is what you signed up for and you know it. Because you have higher knowledge and you have higher gifts. And if you decide to close that off and just abandon it and let it go, there's going to be negative karma that comes with that as well. If you decide to keep whatever this is in the dark. And the negative karma that I feel like it is, it's not like you're going to have any punishment. It's just you're not going to be living the life that you want to live and you're going to be feeling unfulfilled. That's what I feel. What is the advice for Pisces? Still waters run deep. So there's things going on that you cannot see below the surface. And we have guidance. Yep, things are not what they seem. So things are stirring up underneath the surface. You know, I was watching the water the other day at this park that I go to. And it's an old mill where there was a river dam that kind of broke off into a bunch of pieces. And what I saw was like, not where the waterfall was, but a little further down. The water kept rippling in a specific place. Like there was nothing touching the water. It was the current underneath the water that was moving in a different direction, that was rippling and causing ripples on the surface. So there's some type of ripples that you see on the surface through the movement that's going on beneath the surface, Pisces. That's what Spirit wants you to pay attention to. They're guiding you to be still and do what it is that you've been called to do. Don't worry about the results. Don't worry about how much feedback you're getting. Don't worry about the type of feedback that you're getting. There's some type of wave that's being created, or there's a ripple that you see or that you're going to see due to what's going on under the surface. I don't know how to explain this, but some type of commotion is being started, and it's good commotion. And it's going on right now, and you cannot see it. So Spirit is saying, keep doing what you are doing, because things are not what they seem. It may seem like you're not getting anywhere. It may seem like you're stuck. It may seem like there's nothing coming from what it is that you're doing, but there is. and it's about to ripple. It's about to be shown on the surface. I feel like your guides are making adjustments behind the scenes. And they're trying to let you know that what you see on the surface is not necessarily the full picture of what's going on. You're about to receive a gift. You're about to get some information. Or you're about to learn something very vital that's going to help you move forward because you know something is coming. And now is the time to start planting those seeds, Pisces. Really, you should have been planting the seeds, but I feel like we're always meant to do things when we're meant to do it. But now is not the time to stop. Now is the time to keep going because there's something that's being moved in your favor underneath the surface, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed the message. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Pisces, I love y'all. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, leave me a comment below. Search Pisces Network, click on the video, watch it all the way through for me, you guys. Hit the like button and engage with it and leave a comment. I really would appreciate that. And if you would like to purchase a reading, join our members circle, get you some merch, or leave a donation, all of those links are below in the description box. And I will see you guys next time, Pisces. Remember, this is our circle, booze. Bye.